crimes that were committed during the golden age of Hollywood. And this is Patricia Douglas, and let's just say she, being a very attractive and vulnerable woman in Hollywood back in the golden age, was often taken advantage of and had certain things happen to her, and you can all use your imagination to figure out what that was. And it's a sad fact that these crimes often went unpunished in Hollywood during that time, and probably still to this day. If a woman was taken advantage of by anyone powerful or prominent in the industry, she would have been ostracized for trying to speak out about her experience. And one of the most tragic examples is that of Patricia's. She was a young woman, traveled to Hollywood from Missouri. She was a background dancer in many musicals, and in 1937, Douglas answered a casting call at MGM, in which over 100 female dancers were hired to act as hostesses for a sales convention. May 5th, the convention concluded with a wild stag party at the Hal Roach Studio Ranch. Throughout the party, the women were frequent targets of sexual harassment from intoxicated guests. At one point, actor Wallace Beery beat up a couple of men to protect one of the hostesses. Unfortunately, Patricia Douglas was not so lucky. Douglas was forcibly fed alcohol by a salesman named David Ross before he dragged her out to his car and took advantage of her. When Douglas was treated at a nearby hospital, no report was filed with the police, so she decided to file a complaint against MGM. The studio responded by smearing Douglas's name in the press. When Ross appeared in front of a grand jury, they did not indict him. Douglas attempted to file a lawsuit against Ross and some prominent MGM execs, including Hal Roach and Eddie Mannix. The court dismissed her case, and Douglas was blacklisted by Hollywood. Her tale might have faded into obscurity, but the 86-year-old Douglas was tracked down back in 2003. Shortly before her death, she was able to achieve some vindication by sharing her story in a Vanity Fair magazine, and it was later chronicled in a documentary called Girl 27.